Attention passionate Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Pittsburgh Steelers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Pittsburgh Steelers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Pittsburgh Steelers fans. Let's get to the news all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could shake up the AFC North in a way we haven't seen in quite some time. It's a rumor, a buzz, but one that's gaining serious traction across NFL circles. Diana Rossini, one of the most reliable insiders in the league, reported that the Pittsburgh Steelers are exploring a bold move, an aggressive push to bring Amon-Ra St. Brown from the Detroit Lions to Pittsburgh. Now I know what you're thinking. Is that even possible? Well, the reports suggest that the Steelers are eyeing a blockbuster deal, offering a first-round pick along with some valuable wide receiver depth to the Lions in exchange for St. Brown. And honestly, if this happens, it could be an absolute game-changer for Pittsburgh's offense. Let's break down why this move makes so much sense for the Steelers. First off, St. Brown has been nothing short of spectacular this season. He's just 26 years old, and in 2025, he's exploded onto the scene with over 92 receptions, 128 yards, and 8 touchdowns. Those numbers put him firmly in the top tier of wide receivers in the league, according to NFL.com. What's more impressive is his yards after catch, averaging over 6. 2 yards per reception, an elite stat that keeps the chains moving and keeps defenses on their toes. His route running, with over 512 routes run and a yards per route of 2.3, shows just how reliable and versatile he is, especially in the slot where he dominates with a 75% success rate against man coverage. Despite a minor ankle injury in Week 5, which caused him to miss some snaps, he returned strong and hasn't lost his explosiveness. Now consider his career trajectory. Over his 4 seasons, St. Brown has accumulated around 200 yards and 28 touchdowns in just 60 games. His EPA per target stands at plus 0.22, which is quite impressive, and he boasts a catch rate of 68%. His success rate in the slot against man coverage is a testament to his skill set. He's a reliable weapon that can stretch the field and create mismatches. His PFF grade of 89. 9 underscores his value as a top-tier receiver, and he's proven to be durable and clutch, playing through injuries without missing key moments. This season alone, he's been a key piece for Detroit, especially after the Lions' decision to prioritize rebuilding their offensive line and cap space to focus on young talent like Gibbs. But let's not forget the context here. Detroit, sitting at 8-5, is in a bit of a cap crunch with just $8 million in available space. There's skepticism about offering a lucrative extension, rumored to be around $25 million a year, to St. Brown, especially when the Lions are eyeing a rebuild, prioritizing their offensive line and defense. Their defense is allowing about 22 points per game, and they're looking to build around young stars like Gibbs. So a trade makes sense for them. It's about maximizing their assets now, and with the draft looming, they might see the value in moving St. Brown for the right price. Enter the Steelers, who have roughly $22 million in cap space, more than enough to absorb St. Brown's contract and add him to an already talented offense. Pittsburgh's offense has been trending upward, and adding a receiver like St. Brown could be the final piece to unlock their full potential. Think about it, alongside George Pickens, whose PFF graded at 85.6, and the emerging talent of Kenny Pickett, this trio could be reminiscent of those legendary 1990s 49ers, with over 500 yards combined from the wide receiver position. That kind of firepower transforms the Steelers into serious contenders, especially with a defense that's still stout and capable of keeping games close. Now, the impact of such a move on the Steelers' offense would be enormous. If St. Brown joins forces with Pickens, he would immediately become the primary slot target, a role he excels at, with a success rate of 75% versus man coverage. He's a precise route runner, a dependable catcher, and a yards-after-catch monster. His addition would elevate the passing game from around 218 yards per game to over 265 yards, making the offense more explosive and more consistent. Additionally, red zone efficiency would see a boost of about 15%, giving Kenny Pickett more options in critical moments. With St. Brown's ability to find soft spots in zone coverage and his precise route running, The Steelers' passing attack could become one of the league's most feared. And let's talk about the bigger picture here. The Steelers, already sitting at 7-6 and in the thick of the AFC playoff race, would see their Super Bowl odds improve significantly. According to betting models, their chances of winning the title could jump from plus 1,200 to plus 550, a huge leap that reflects their newfound strength and depth. St. Brown's presence on the field isn't just about stats. It's about the confidence and momentum he would bring to the entire team. His ability to make clutch catches, especially against zone defenses where he's proven to be an X-factor, could be the difference maker in tight playoff games. Now, I know some of you might be thinking about the risks. Trading a first-round pick always comes with questions. What if he doesn't fit? What if injuries derail his season? But if you look at his track record, his durability, and his production, those concerns fade away. Plus, the Steelers have a history of making bold moves when it counts, and this could be one of those times. It signals a clear intent to chase a deep playoff run, possibly even a Super Bowl, by bolstering their offensive weapons and making a serious statement to the rest of the league. Furthermore, this move could also shift the AFC North power dynamic. The Ravens have their own issues, and the Bengals are still finding their rhythm. If Pittsburgh manages to land a receiver like St. Brown, it could put them at the top of the division, forcing their rivals to adjust and scramble to keep up. The AFC North has always been about grit, tough defense, and strategic offense. Adding a player of St. Brown's caliber makes that recipe even more dangerous. It's about building a team that can not only compete but dominate in the postseason. In conclusion, folks, this potential trade isn't just about adding another receiver. It's about a strategic move by the Steelers to transform their offense into a juggernaut, a move that could define their season and set the stage for a deep playoff push. Whether it happens or not, the buzz alone shows how serious the Steelers are about chasing greatness. And if they pull it off, it could be the start of a new chapter, one where the Steelers are not just contenders, but favorites to bring home that 7th Lombardi trophy. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YOUTUBE algorithm to keep recommending the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. So what do you think, Steelers fans? Are we on the verge of witnessing one of the most exciting offseason moves in recent memory? Can Amon-Ra St. Brown be the piece that pushes Pittsburgh over the top? It's a fascinating scenario to consider, especially with the way this team has been trending. The offense is showing signs of life, and with a little extra firepower, the Super Bowl window could be wide open again. The division is there for the taking, and with the right moves, the Steelers could be the team to beat in the AFC. And now, Pittsburgh Steelers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Pittsburgh Steelers news. This is exactly what Steelers Nation needs: hope, excitement, and that signature grit that makes us who we are. Keep the faith, keep the passion alive, and let's see what the future holds. Whether this trade becomes a reality or not, one thing is for sure: Steelers fans, we're in for an exciting ride. Stay tuned, because the best is yet to come, and we'll be right here, bringing you all the latest as it unfolds.